Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back to Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Now, before we leave out on our adventure, I want to do a little bit of work with, some TMs here. I just spoiled it by going into there. Let's sort them by number. Okay, so I want to teach Flash to our Ninbug here. Mainly because the area we're going into, we can use Flash. However, I didn't find this out until I was doing my playthrough, my like practice playthrough a couple of months ago. But Flash actually stops random encounters in this game, which I didn't know, and it's kind of cool. I also want to teach Volt Switch here to Rex. This is the TM we got last time for beating Watson. Volt Switch, I really like it. It's quite a powerful move and allows you to switch. And considering Rex is going to be quite a fast attacker, I think we're going to go with it. We'll get rid of Howl for Volt Switch. I think that could be a good choice. And then finally, we're going to teach a Pokemon Rock Smash. Okay, we can only teach to Markahita. I've got the Markahita here because obviously I'm going to try and evolve it into a Hariyama. But, you know, it works out quite well that it can learn Rock Smash. It's the only Pokemon that can. Let's get rid of Tackle. Okay, and of course that we can now use Rock Smash thanks to us having the Dynamo badge. Yeah, which we got last episode again. So before we go, back in Mawile, City, we have this guy here, the hipster. I'll teach you what's hip and happening. Sure. Right on, and you psyched about my groovy talk to the max? I'm far out, right? What? Not cool? Lame. Huh? What does it mean? Well, ask your grandpa or grandma, okay? Anywho, now that your listening is out of sight, that's me even more psyched. I'll give you no power. Here we go. And he'll give us befriending power level 1. Kind of cool to use against, or to use with leveling up some Pokemon, because obviously Pokemon like Golbat evolve through friendship. Okay, so we're going to head south from Moorville onto Route 110. I'm going to show you another feature of the cycling road here. If you are heading south on a bike on cycling road, then you can actually try for a record. It's really difficult to do though. Well, I find troubles with it. I got like the best possible score back in the olden days. Oh no, I had a collision there. Of the Gen 3 games, but the remakes are a bit... Oh, 0 collisions. 14 seconds. Your technique is remarkable. Let's just slow down just enough to avoid collisions. Huh. Okay. So I think I got the best possible score there. You don't actually get anything for doing it, but it's a cool little thing to try to see if how quickly you can go through or go down the cycling road. I don't typically use the bike that much, only for areas which I need it for, which we'll get to today. Because it's too fast and uncontrollable. Like, unless you know exactly where you're going, it's like, look at this, I'm just running into stuff. Yeah, unless you know exactly where you're going, then I find it just too uncontrollable. Okay, we are going to head to Dewford Town, because we're going to go and explore the last of Granite Cave. There are a bunch of Pokemon that are now open to us down there, which we need for our Hoendex. As well as that, we've got some cool items and a couple of trainer battles to do as well. And actually, I just remembered that there's one other move I wanted to teach you a Pokemon. So before we head into there, I'm going to do that. I'm going to teach, False Swipe to Elastigirl. So False Swipe is a restrained attack that prevents the target from fainting. The target is left with at least 1 hit point. So, I really like False Swipe, especially since we're going to be using it to catch Pokemon. So it's great for getting Pokemon down to 1 hit point. I don't need Leech Seed. It's great for getting Pokemon down to 1 hit point where they are the easiest to catch. Along with Stun Spore, we can easily catch Pokemon now. So, well, Pokemon that we can catch or can paralyze. So yeah, that's really going to help. And the reason why I gave it to Elastigirl instead of any other Pokemon is because she is our strongest Pokemon at this time. So, into Granite Cave, hoping we don't get a wild battle, but we can use the Mark Bike to get up here. That's why I chose the Mark Bike, and then down here. So, before we actually get into the wild encounters, I am going to use Flash from Ninbug just to show you around, because this area isn't too difficult to navigate without Flash, and you need Flash in order to see the Pokemon. You need to have Flash disabled in order to see the Pokemon. Okay, so there's an escape rope down here. Let's put on the, not the experience share, let's put on the item finder, because there might be some hidden items. I'm pretty sure around here is another dead end. Oh, but there is an item apparently. I didn't think there was, but we'll find one. Is it in this rock? No? Is it there? Yes, it is. A paralyzed heal. Okay, can be kind of helpful. Would have been even more helpful if we had it before Route 110, but whatever. Okay, then we can use the muck bike to get up here and get our item finder out just in case. Okay, nothing really of interest there, so let's use our muck bike again. There's a little square here which we'll get into later on. Hidden item, I think it's down there, so we can't quite reach it. Okay, but if we head into this top right ladder here, we can grab this item on its own. A rare candy. Ooh la la. Okay, definitely helpful. I don't think we've run into a rare candy yet. For those of you who don't know, rare candies are items that instantly increase your Pokemon's level by 1. So really helpful at times, especially if you saved enough up. So now here in this section we have an item hidden in the rock? No? Oh, there's one hidden over here. There's one hidden over here. There's a super potion. That can be kind of helpful. Okay, and I've also just realized that Flash has remained on. That's really weird. I didn't think that happened. Okay, there's a repellent here. That's very nice. I wonder, can I turn the flash off? It's like me trying to figure out my camera. Can I turn the flash off? Okay, no, I can't reach any more items here. So, yeah, that's where this ladder leads to. But if we take the bicycle up here, then another hidden item awaits for us. X defense. Whatever, we can sell it. Slide down here, and we should have the final ladder. So this leads us into the main area of Granite Cave, where we will find the majority of our Pokemon. But it's probably going to take me a while to find it. There's a couple of trainer battles down here as well. There's quite a few Pokemon we can run into here as well. Okay, we'll grab this TM. A Shadow Claw, 65. Okay. And that little sparkle on the right there, I'm not going to get into just yet, because we can't use what that is. But over here is a hidden Everstone. This is the item, again, that allows us to stop Pokemon from evolving. And I guess what I'm going to do, can I turn off the flash of this awesome new DSLR I just bought? That's what I should have called my Nimbug. DSLR. Flash? Can't use that here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit Granite Cave and come back in when it's dark. Because I need to find some wild Pokemon. But I will come back to this bottom floor here, and then we'll do some trainer battles while we talk about the new Pokemon. Okay, be right back. Oh, there's an item over there I missed. I'll pick that up as well. Okay, so here we are back in the dark, and you can actually use this method during the light to get wild Pokemon. But if you use Rock Smash on these breakable rocks here, then you have the chance of either finding an item or finding a wild Pokemon. Now, there are 2 wild Pokemon you can find in Granite Cave through Rock Smash. One of them is Geodude, and the other one is the very rare... Is it going to happen? No, it's not. It's going to be a Geodude. But yeah, like I said, earlier when we were in Granite Cave, I was saying about how Geodude is much more common through another method, and that is this. If you're looking for this other Pokemon, then you're going to run into a lot more Geodudes than you are going to run into this Pokemon. So, yeah, I guess I will cut back to you when I have found said Pokemon. It's gonna take a while. Okay, but by coincidence, I've run into a different Pokemon, and this is Sableye. And I just realized I can't use False Swipe because it's a part Ghost type. But anyway, Sableye has a unique typing that it only shares with the 4th generation Pokemon, Spiritomb, which by the way is much better, mainly because Sableye has such pathetic stats. Totaling 380 and never surpassing 75. I just can't recommend Sableye. Okay, so it's only weak to fairy type moves and it's immune to normal, fighting and psychic, but that just really doesn't help it because it can't use any moves particularly well before it'll get knocked out. Even if you can predict like a switch in and soak up a move that it's immune to, the best you can hope for is to use Prankster to get like a priority confuse rate, and that's really it. Like I said, immune to 3 types, it just kind of stinks, and I'm having to use a Pokemon other than freaking... what's his face? Elastigirl. I swear, if this is a critical hit, then it's probably going to go down. Okay, there we go, that's good. So I'm fairly certain we're going to catch it here for our Hoenn, but here we go, this is Sableye. Oh, and by the way, Sableye is exclusive to Alpha Sapphire. If you have Omega Ruby, then you'll be running into Mawile. So the exclusive here is almost as bad as Sableye. Again, stats totaling 380, this time attack and defense max out at 85. I'll admit Mawile is a lot more usable than Sableye, mainly due to a feature that we'll get into a lot later on in the game. I can't really recommend it for single player though, as its decent physical moves are off limit until very late level. Mawile does have much better abilities that are more focused around its attack, and of course being a part steel type, Mawile naturally resists 9 types and is immune to poison and dragon, and is weak only to fire and ground types. So definitely out of the two, Mawile is better, but I just really wouldn't recommend either of them for single player games, or single playthroughs, or single player, non-multiplayer. Anyway, I'm going to reset the rocks in here and I'll be right back. Damn, a max revive? That's a really freaking good item. Why is this Pokemon so frustrating to find? So this is the almighty Nosepass, only found in the bottom of Granite Cave by using Rock Smash. Nosepass is a really underwhelming pure rock type Pokemon. The only reason why I can see you'd want one is to 1. Have your opponents laugh at you so hard that they can't fight you, and 2. If you level it up at New Mawile, it evolves into Probopass and gets the title of Best Mustache in the game. That's it. And we've got to find another one to catch. Oy, oy, oy. Hey, Cruel Tank level 10, that's pretty good though. And Learn Acid, great. Learning Acid is fantastic. Fake Out, that's fine. I just want to get to learning, or to nicknaming Nosepass so that we can then get another one for Probopass. Oy, oy, oy. Pure rock type, 3 feet 3 inches. Yeah, we're gonna call this guy Schnoz. Alright, I guess I'll get looking for another one. Please tell me it shows up on Dex Nav. I've got a feeling it doesn't, but I hope it does. It doesn't. Dang it, I've actually got to use Rock Smash. Pope. Ooh, a heart scale. Okay, that took way too long, but now time to catch this sucker too. Okay, that noise you just heard there, it's called a critical capture, and the Pokeball will only shake once before deciding whether the Pokemon is caught or not. That's the first time we've encountered this. The way to increase your chance of a critical capture happening is by capturing more Pokemon, not specifically species. You can catch 500 Pidgeys and they'll all count towards increasing your chance of a critical capture. That's a cool feature which I'm glad I managed to catch, because otherwise I usually miss those out and I'm just like, oh, that Pokeball just shook once. But no, I managed to actually catch that, and we caught Pronos using it. Alright, only one more Pokemon to find in the wild. I guess I'm going to run around until I find it. And that Pokemon is this goofy looking rock steel type, Aron. And this guy, he turns into a complete tank when it's fully evolved. And I really love this Pokemon. Ooh, well, that's gonna take a while, isn't it? Maybe I'll have to switch. Steel types are typically pretty defensive and have a lot going for them in terms of type advantages. But Aron, he's a bit of a double-edged sword thanks to its part rock type. Aron has only 3 weaknesses, a 2x weakness to water, but then his quad weakness to both fighting and ground, types which most people run on their teams. Like I said though, it's a double-edged sword. Aron and its evolutions have 8 resistances, 2 of them being quad resistances, and it has an immunity to poison types to boot. Leveling up slowly and evolving very late at level 32 to layer on its defenses increase, and then when it gets to level 42 it evolves into the absolutely formidable Aron, where its attack is bolstered alongside its defense again. Great ability choices for a physical attacker. Sturdy helps against special attacks such as Focus Blast. Rockhead helps you keep away from recoil, I guess, if you want to run Double Edge. Ooh, I don't want to use a Great Ball here. And then the hidden ability Heavy Metal is great if you want to use Heavy Slam, as it will get 150 base power against any Pokemon lighter than and including Metagross. And that's every Pokemon bar 7 of them. So yeah, Aron, pretty insane if you know how to use it. Okay, so I'm going to catch 2 more Arons, and then, pardon me, we'll do the trainer battles, and then we'll bounce from here. Okay, so we're actually going to do the trainer battles first, because I just want to get out of here, and I want to catch the Aron on the way out, because it's actually really difficult, because it's split level, to track it down using the Dex nav here. I guess I could just run around, 30% chance of running into it, so it might actually be worth doing that, but it's proving to be quite a pain in the butt. So I'm not going to do that. I don't know if using Flash stops the Dex nav from working, but I mean, I guess that could be a kind of a cool way to prevent, say, people ruining or Pokemon ruining the chain. People, if you're chain hunting for shinies. Anyway, hey, we might even run into a random one as we go towards this hiker and the item, but I highly doubt it. He's heading to the contest spectacular, but seems to have lost his way. Dude, you are way far out. Geodude, you're way far out. Okay, so I'm just going to use another Giga Drain, hopefully heal me back up to full health, and unfortunately, the Arons are a huge pain in the butt to catch using my current team, because the only other water type I have on me is a Cruel Tent, and he only has freaking poison type moves, and normal, but okay, Rock Polish, whatever. I think it was Rock Polish, yeah. My screen actually blacked out while that bit was going on, so hopefully that won't affect the recording. It normally doesn't, but a bit strange. Okay, so just the Sandshrew and a Geodude to take out down here, that's it. A little bit of XP, you know, they are level 15 Pokemon, and they are trainer battles, so a bit extra XP from that. Cool, and then this item over here was in fact an escape rope. Fantastic. Let's hope that we can find an Aron on the way back, but yeah, I'll jump in when I find one. Really? Over there? Ugh. Alright, second one down. And here we go. This should hopefully be the third Aron, and then we have completely finished with Granite Cave. We only have to come back again to pick up that shiny thing, which I'm not talking about just yet. But there we go, that's our third Aron. And I'm actually going to call this... Oh, I don't know how to spell it. Because it was going to be called Larry for Laron, but it's female. So I want to call it Lorraine, but I don't know how to spell it. So I'm just going to call it Rainbow. There we go. Because that makes sense, right? Anyway, I'm pretty sure we got a full episode out of this one, so thank you all very much for watching this episode of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Join me next time back at Moorville City Pokemon Center, where we are going to head west, continue on with the story, and catch more Pokemon. Thanks once again for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.